Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Broncos cadre. We're back. We're finally back. I've been waiting for football to return for quite some time. There's nothing like the beginning of a football season. I know that a lot of people say preseason doesn't count and, it's not real football. But man, for us that, wait many a months to at least see some pads, hitting each other. Like this is just music to our ears. And I just want to be thankful tonight for football. Broncos are back. We're going to have football now until Valentine's Day, which is just mind blowing. Super Bowl going to be on Valentine's Day this year, but it starts tonight. And it started with a big fat dub for the Broncos. Continuing off where, we left them last year. Maybe not the AFC Championship game, but, the meat of the team is still intact and the culture is still there and the vibes are nuts. So we're going to get those feelings bucked. A lot of positive vibes, obviously, on this show as the Broncos with a victory 27-7. And with that, let's get in to some post-game, folks, for the first time this year. Air it out.
Every touchdown scored, our spirits ignite. Let's celebrate our boys into the night. When the whistle blows, it's all about the day. Through the highs and lows, we'll never feel shame. This is our house. Hear the fans scream, buck your feelings.
Guys, first game in the books, and this is the first Buck Your Feelings post-game show here on the Orange and Blue Network. I am the driver of this train, as I refer it to. Jay Weaver here, the Dream Weaver. With me, as always, Johnny.
Train.
What?
This crazy train?
Yeah. Choo-choo. There's a lot of phrase. Union Pacific. All right, we'll just name caboose engines and whatnot.
Yes, let's go.
But Johnny, the Mile High Viking, the marathon man. Again, Johnny, we keep talking about this. We need to have some sort of marathon, virtual trophy we carry around of whoever's doing that job for the week. Something, at least.
Yeah, something. We'll come up with something.
Yeah, we gotta workshop that. Also with us tonight, Richie Richey, down below. The man, the myth, the legend of the Wild Wild West podcast. Always appreciate you, Rich, in the comments, and we get you in the flesh tonight. So thanks for joining up.
No worries, my man. I took care of the beard temporarily. It'll be back in about a week. Don't worry. There's a reason why I survived in the north.
Yeah,
because of the beard.
I was gonna say you got to be getting cold up there without that beard, but. It's good for you, man.
Quite balmy up here, actually, but don't worry. I get winter before you, and I got about 10 times the amount of snow you get, so it's all good.
Okay. Well, if we need the Canadian weather update again, we'll fling back to you here. But Tim Dog, what up, dude? Really appreciate you being on here. Obviously the guy for the Mile High Oukast here on the Orange and Blue Network. My dog, Tim Dog. Tim Dog, how you feeling on Christmas Day of Broncos country here?
Oh man, I'm feeling great. I did pregame with Johnny and Chris and Dak tuned in. I was gonna do the play-by-play with Johnny, but we couldn't sync up. That's why I don't have my background because I brought like all my equipment upstairs to watch the game. And
Gotcha.
unfortunately, we just couldn't get in sync. So I did do a little halftime with Johnny though. So I was getting ready to do the marathon with him.
He was.
Me and Libre had a great show last night. We went at location at DeFranco. Shout out to DeFranco's. They hosted us very much, and they're actually. I told Johnny this earlier. I'm sending them clips, and they got multiple TVs in the room, and then we'll be at the Damn Grill in 2 weeks, and both of them are going to have a rotation of Orange and Blue Network with the QR code. So Johnny, I will need you to send that over to me so we can get that, and they're just going to go tag it off the TV, man. So from last night's show, man, was amazing, man. Johnny, thank you so much for leaving your comments that you did. He really appreciated it as the CEO of this network. And I'm just trying to do everything I can for Orange and Blue, man, because you know what? Today was the first day back, baby.
Yeah.
Preseason. Oh, my gosh. Like you said, Jay, we're hitting each other. We're in pads. We're doing stuff now. And you know what? We got things going over here in Denver. So me and Libra are going to go to the last training camp. We're going to go to the watch party inside of the stadium for game 1. We won't be at Arrowhead, but we'll be inside of the stadium for the watch
Don't worry,
party.
Jay and I will be at Arrowhead. So
Yeah. You guys better make videos and pictures. Send them over to us, my brother. You guys have a
I'm gonna make
blast.
as many videos of me pissing off Chiefs fans as possible.
There you go, my
It's
brother.
a yearly tradition I have. I mean, every year. I did it on Christmas Day last year. It's so great. It's
did
such
do
a gift.
that last year.
A gift
And,
for me.
we'll be at week 3, obviously. Week 2 and week 3 will be there. So, man, I'm super excited.
My gosh, yeah. Got a calendar there, Tim.
Super excited about
Yeah.
everything. Dude, come on, man.
Got a lot of events. Always things cooking over there
Say it
in
with your
Tim
chest,
Dog
Jay.
Land.
Say it with your chest, Jay.
Good Lord.
May I just
Good-
say, it's so good to see the green dub above your head once again, Jay.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get it's just a preseason game. It's it counts for nothing, but just to be able to see the green W above Jay's head, it makes me want to. Oh, I don't know, dance.
Well, I mean, yes. Absolutely. I mean, you literally kind of metlocked me in a different way. I mean, I was literally going to ask, like, can I put the record on the player and spin that thing? George, you're just in time
Oh,
for
my
this.
God. Get him out of
George,
here.
You're
Get
just
him
in
outta
time.
here.
Denver's gonna win it! Oh, baby, they're gonna win this thing! You can stand up and salute in Denver. The Broncos have done it!
All right, I need to air that out real quick, and I just want to hit something real quick here. This is the Orange and Blue Network. We already got fellas popping in, George popping in here. We're going to give the mic to him here in a second, but please like, share, and subscribe. Go find us on all the socials, like the World Wide Web, and that's for Tim Dog there. The World Wide Web has a lot of things, a lot of content, and we're literally adding content. We're literally adding a website, a .com, if you will. But don't forget the www before it.
Yeah.
But
Never
look at that
forget about
website.
the World Wide Web with Jay.
The website looking fresh, man. Like, you're not legit until you got a website. That's a big deal. So might as well go check that out. We're gonna write some things down. Maybe you'll read them. Good stuff on that.
There will be a forum as well where you can start threads and discussions with us.
Yep.
I mean,
Tell me how stupid I am. That's cool.
things like that. Tell Jay to stop talking about Jonah Coleman so much.
Knock it off.
At least not until he puts a ring on it.
Maybe I'll make a separate thread line of just Jonah memes. I mean, we can come with it. I'll get creative, but definitely appreciate it. And as you're liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting, make sure that your public profile is there for us to pluck so that we can put you on the spin wheel. Spin that thing. See if you get the big giveaway we got right when we hit 1,000 subs. Nick Benito, number 15, on a mini helmet. I mean, that's big stuff in itself. What Bronco fan wouldn't want that? So you might as well. It'd be rude not to. Let's see here. I want to give. I know George is itching at the bit here. George, say your piece, man. How you doing? How you feel?
They make.
I just want to say hi to everybody. Appreciate everybody coming on.
What a guy.
And what a game, man. What a game.
Yeah.
What a first preseason game.
You're last in here, but you go first, George. What's your 2 cents of this game? Like what's the overarching, narrative to this game that I feel like Broncos country should have after watching this? Big picture.
That's a great question. And honestly, I'm going to say Broncos country should be very confident in this defense becoming a turnover machine.
Ooh, interesting. That's a different layer that obviously we haven't seen. I mean, that's the one blemish I feel like on this defense. So, I mean, I guess if we're showing early evidence of, negating a weakness, that is, perfect timing.
100%.
I like that.
Yeah. It was great to see it.
It was. Rich, same question. How are you feeling? Like, what's the state of the union up there in old Canada about this win?
State of the Union in Canada is I wish I was in the U.S. However,
that's another podcast.
Once we move that aside, I was actually quite happy with what I saw from the Broncos' offensive side of the ball. I think the Broncos' defense is we return most of the guys. We have some pretty solid depth there. But if you look at the speed in which the offense came out and started to showcase a bit of a new look, new tempo. So that was the other thing that I was really pleased to see was a tempo. We actually established that rhythm earlier in the game and in a consistent fashion, which we did not see in last season. Like it was very, very spotty. And we saw that consistency in the offense in this game. The biggest tell for me is I want to see us string those 2 preseason games together with the same offensive look and feel. And then I think you're going to really get me to kind of turn the corner with the team to say yes.
Yeah, I mean, that makes total sense. We were a very segmented team last year. All 3 phases of the game we were good at, but not at the same time. So we never really had a whole lot of complete games. And that's why we were behind for most of it. So yeah, again, another behavior, I guess, that we had last year, that if we can buck that trend and, play better in a totality sense, all phases, that's, obviously the best thing for this team. Tim Dog, what say you?
I would say the first half was pretty exciting to start seeing some catches off the bat. The first drive, I kind of missed it in the background because I was trying to set up so I can do the play-by-play with Johnny, but it was in the back, you know what I mean? I'm hearing it. And, once again, it's preseason like it was last season, Jay. Stiddy looked great last preseason, so I already talked to George, and, I'm still a little bitter about the AFC Championship, so, please forgive me if I'm not going to be all over Stiddy. What I will say about Sam, that dude needs to get the ball out quicker on a go route if he don't have the arm strength to get it over that cornerback. There was 2, almost a pick that went out of bounds. I mean, there were open receivers. So he either needs to get it out quicker or let's get away from that go when it came inside to the quick slants and stuff like that. Dude had heat on the ball, and I like seeing it because I want to see Sammy build. Me and George, Solomon training camp, look good. But now that, he's got some pressure on him, I don't think his release is all that good on the go. You just got to work on it. But I mean, if you're competing for the backup quarterback position at this moment, you got to step up and get into your passes, man. And if you want Stiddy's job, you got to go get Stiddy's job. I think Sutton looked amazing. I thought Sutton looked great. I will give you this, Jay. This is your.
What are you giving me?
You know what? Hey, quit taking them all, Tim.
Yeah,
Tim,
my gosh,
Tim.
Tim.
All, man. God.
When does the novel end?
My bad. I'll stop.
Tim,
I'll stop.
Tim, I have to interject a little bit on the Sam Ehlinger thing.
Okay.
I am happy to jump in and be the defender of Sam on the podcast here. I was in the chat of the
Lone Wolf.
play-by-play. I don't care, man. I'll take you all on myself.
Go.
Like it's really simple, dude. I'm big. Like, good luck. So the long and the short of it is that Sam was playing with the subpar end of our roster.
I will
That's
give you
number
that.
one.
Yes, sir.
Frank
Yes.
Crum was getting his clock cleaned the entire time he was in there. I'm sorry, it's just
he was.
straight facts.
He was.
Okay, that is bad. And then number three, I also, as fans and fanalists, as we're assessing the game, I think you also need to understand, and we need to understand, that the coaches are going to ask the players to play a certain kind of way in preseason to see how the flow goes in a certain style. And what I mean by that is, at the early stage of the game, I bet you that they said, we want the ones to play with tempo because that is the style of play that we're wanting the ones to practice. That being said, as a team, we also need to play the game of control, keep away. We're winning the game. We need to then play a different style to maybe control the clock and then end up kind of closing it out appropriately. So I'm pushing back a little bit on the Sam Ellinger pace of play, which is kind of what you're referring to, and thinking that Davis Webb may have, in my opinion, incorrectly, and this is where I push back on the OC rather than Sam, which is I actually put the blame on the offensive coordinator for not keeping the pace of play up and holding Sam back. Start letting him go wild. Keep the pace of play up. Get that that.
Well,
quick.
if I can give it back to you, Rich, and I
Go for
totally
it.
understand what you're saying, totally get it, because he was playing with a different thing. But my point was arm strength. Do you think he has the arm strength to get it over the quarterback if the pocket starts collapsing? You know what I mean?
I do. And what I saw from there was wide receivers that were subpar, not running the routes correctly and making the sharp breaks that you were seeing in the early stages of the game with Stidham. Katzis was actually the only one that showed that he had route running ability. That dude was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he was awesome. And I noted that the Broncos attempted to bury him late in the game. Sean Payton, he's not getting past me. That dude, if I saw him, so did like 31 other teams in the NFL. You got to do something to make sure that you don't let him get poached. He is a guy that can kill it for us in the future, and we need to make sure we keep him.
Yep. Just, I mean, we talked about that, him and Ross, as the special team highlights of, all right, now Mims is gone, not playing. So what can those two provide, potentially if, down the line?
It was interesting, right?
Yeah, very much so. Johnny, I want to get to you here. I want to, we've heard the marathon man, but I want you to take a step back from the details of play-by-play. And just how are you feeling tonight? Like, how are you feeling being back and seeing this Broncos team dominate again?
Well, I mean, you know that this is my happy place.
Yeah.
Doing this, doing what we do, creating what we create. This is my joy. This is where I find, and I've had a pretty rough week. So, going through everything that's been going on this week, I'm feeling, getting to actually sit down and just watch some freaking football.
Yup.
But on top of just getting to watch football, getting to do finalysis and be online and be live and streaming and talking with you guys and talking with the fans in the chat, and that right there, that makes my week better. Yeah. And so I'm feeling pretty damn good as far as that goes. Now, as far as the game goes, when it came to the ones that we saw on the field and even the twos, I have so much confidence in this team, offensively and defensively. I mean, on both sides of the ball. And there was just so much good that we got to see there. It wasn't until really the second half, and generally during the first preseason game of the first game of a preseason, that by like the second quarter, you're bored out of your freaking mind. Yeah. Generally, this time we got to wait until about till the third quarter before we started feeling that. So this team is exciting. This team is hungry. They're fresh. I think they've got a bit of a chip on their shoulder, so to speak, as to how last season ended. And they're like, and they're all hearing it. They're all getting doubted by the national media. They're getting doubted and mocked and made fun of and put behind the Chiefs and the Chargers. It's like, dudes, we're the AFC champions. What the hell? So they're pissed off. They want it. They want it bad enough that they're willing to put it all on the line in the first preseason game and show us that they won.
Yep.
It was great. And it was awesome. It was just wonderful to be part of, to see, and yeah, I'm on cloud nine right now, Jay.
So, Johnny, I mirror exactly what you just said. I'm going to bring up some comments here. Keith Bergman was on our show earlier, and his theme was "Job's not done yet," and to keep the drive of, we have a goal here, and we got robbed last year. Like, they feel like, I'm sure, that they got cheated out of that opportunity because of how that AFC Championship game, shook out. So, yeah, man, it was nice to see this game start with a bang, and we looked very determined. I even saw some Evan Ingram flashes over the middle, although he did have a bad drop on a third down.
Yeah.
But, it was nice to see that this team's for real, man. We got Super Bowl aspirations, and we should. And, yeah, you can't take tons of narratives away from a preseason game, but I'm a big vibes person, as you know, and the vibes feel good watching this team. Like, they look – they got spark, they got
It
jazz.
scares me. It scares me slightly because Bo didn't play.
Well,
and we saw this last year, and this is my only rebuttal to Johnny, and I do have confidence in this team only if Bo is the starter. Right now I have zero confidence in either of the backup quarterbacks, regardless of Stiddy's performance tonight. I did see him looking a lot better. He looked poised. He looked better than I would say even last preseason. He was making better throws. Go ahead.
A lot of guys here in this little circle touched on the QB2 discussion as, part of your state of the union of what you think of this, game. And I want to get through a couple things, and then we're going to have a whole discussion on QB2 in and itself, because I think that's my biggest takeaway. That's my biggest takeaway of this entire game, that we don't have a QB2. But before that, I got to get Dave Glassman in here. Full Glassman. The reigning fantasy football champions in the houses. So good for him for being in the chat. I love him.
It's a new season.
It is. It is
done. The new season
coming
started.
for you, Dave.
Yeah. And I was not in the old league, so
that's true. We got Crazy Ray Haas in the building. Yeah,
that Winnie startled the hell out of me.
Yup. Pretty terrific. Infinity Soul in the house, fellas. 27-7. Preseason or not, Denver did look deeper, better prepared, a more focused football team, and you're totally right. Those are the takeaways I saw from the very beginning. I told my kids today, because they're unfamiliar, no, you can't wait to come here to watch the game, because the first 10 minutes is the cinema here of preseason, and then it trails off from there. But
hey, real quick, Jay, you want to tell them what we're going to do at the end of the show?
Yeah, end of the show, we're going to be playing some tunes, some mile-high tunes for the Broncos. Infinity, throwing down some tracks. So excited to get that going here at the end of this show. So yeah, a little foreshadowing, a little sneak peek. We got D-Rock in the house. What up, D-Rock? What a game.
Yeah, D-Rock.
Feeling it.
D-Rock.
We got the girls. Got girls right after
we got Yaya Bobo.
Right after
Yaya.
Same exact timestamps. Good for them. Again,
but Yaya's came in first.
Yeah,
on brand.
Yaya beat Boo Boo.
Yep, very on brand.
And Johnny made that perfectly clear. He goes, Yaya won.
Yeah. D-Rock says, pause, big shout out to Manjack. And not only that, but what a name.
Dude,
and to say he's the Manjack the fourth, there's 3 other Manjacks that have been out there. Terrific stuff. Yeah. We'll get to him.
I mean,
that's like last year when we were talking about Cage. We're like, what a name.
Yeah,
but I mean, you got this kid, Manjack, dude. 3 receptions for 40 yards, average 13.3 yards per reception.
Flash with your opportunities.
Well done.
Yeah, very much so. We got Cody, our guy in the chat, still up sports. I'm going to be with him here in a little bit of time. We're going to hit it up.
5 hours there, Jay?
Yep. I might take a little tiger snooze in between, but and we keep the ball rolling. Let's go. And Cody, we are going to get to the meat and potatoes of this game, which is obviously the Jonah agenda.
No.
Thick and strong, just like Jonah, the mini king, the thick king.
Jay,
Jonah Ellis. Jonah Ellis, right? Jonah Ellis, right?
Yeah. And touche, Cody, it is a cat nap, not a tiger snooze. You're right. All right. Before we get into the QB2 talk that I do want to have, because I want to hear everybody's opinion on what they think about going into this season with either of the quarterbacks that we saw tonight in this game. But before we do, we need to hit our sponsor up. We got Dubby Jitterless Energy in a multitude of delicious flavors. Peach and Peach, I know, is Johnny's slam, but I really want to go get that s'mores. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I've actually had a resurgence of milk intake in my life. So
he's on the DAC train.
I might as well, stir in some Dubby with it. So as you can see, no sugar, calories, maltodextrin, fillers, artificial colors, none of it. It's just a line item of nothing, a bunch of no's. So it's healthy stuff, get your wagon, going there. And you might as well punch in OBN10. Get yourself 10% off. I mean, you're hearing it. You might as well. You paid the tax of listening to me talk about it, so might as well get 10%. You've earned it. Let's see here. Johnny, I'm just going to knock it out. Just knocking her out.
Do it, dude.
We got Lily. I mean, just absolutely bang up services, beauty salon in Thornton. We have the business hours here. We got the number to contact Lily. I know Tim Dog swears by it. I'm still out there that I might be stopping by Lily, get my son some cuts as we're in the Denver area here for week 2.
Right.
But Lily's amazing. Obviously a great partner and sponsor of this network. So go support Lily. Support local businesses when you can. So really appreciate that. Gentlemen, George is, I don't know, sightseeing. You got a telescope over there, bud? The stars are out tonight.
Checking out the starry night. It's a Broncos W.
Ain't no
Broncos W brings the best days. It was
starry night. Is that what they call the neighbors now, George?
I was going to say, George, you're not supposed to break into the neighbor's garage to do it. Okay? That's
Why
not
not?
cool.
Why not? That's frowned upon. That's frowned upon around.
Okay?
What happened?
Dude, I'm pretty sure it's illegal in the States, just like it is in Canada, okay?
We used to be a country. We used to be a country, guys.
Oh, come on. You can get away with anything in Canada. Come on.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, if I was in Canada, I would have at least brought some maple syrup. All right?
Oh, my God.
There you go.
You just knock it. Hey, can I go in your garage, eh?
Before we get to the QB2, just one other, point. Infinity brings it up, and then Cody also has some 2 cents on it. But Cortland Sutton surprised me with how involved he was right out of the gate. It's not like we needed the Stidham to Sutton connection to have some practice reps. So I was kind of surprised to see Sutton as involved as he was in the very beginning. Did that surprise anyone else?
No. Very much so. I would say, literally, that ball throwing, I didn't get to see it live, but I watched the replay and I was like, man. And him having a spectacular catch on the second one as well for I think it was a maybe 16-yard catch or something like that. But Sutton looked like he's ready to play this year, man.
Yeah,
I'm not going away because his name got slandered last year, and I don't think it's the fairest thing to him. I've always been a Sutton fan. Of course, he came under DT, so I was surprised how they came out of the gate for preseason week 1. But I mean, I loved seeing it, Jay.
Yeah, I guess I make the point, and I'll go to someone else here in a second, just to say that he's the one that got 3 vet days. He's the one that didn't have to practice as much as everybody else.
That's what I was bringing up.
But he's the number one targeted person right out of the gate. Like, it just mixed signals, I guess, to that. Johnny, what do you think? Like,
that's what I was gonna say. Was that like, everybody, like, there was a lot of shit talking when he was taking those vet days, and there was a lot of people like online and just talking smack about it.
Sure.
And then he goes out there tonight, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna catch this 40-yarder. I'm also gonna catch this other one with one arm, and then I'm gonna do over the top of the defender. And look, I'm ready. Stop doubting me. And it was good to see. Now, again, to the question you asked, I was a little surprised to see him as involved out there as long as he was, but the connection was real, and he said, "Yes, Billy, surprised Billy." But yeah, he looked great, man, and it was just, it definitely felt like he's ready right now. Like, you get that feeling, that the thing we were talking about, that chip on the shoulder, the whole, we got cheated last season, I'm ready now. Like, these dudes have been putting in the work. They're like, we're making that push to the Super Bowl. He's a leader on this team, and he has been for a long time. For him to go out there and put that up like that in the first preseason game and be like, look how ready we are.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I guess that's kind of on brand for him. He is not necessarily the leader that we think of as leadership, but he leads by example. So what he did tonight is his best version of leadership to him, of like, if Vet Sutton here is balling out right out of the gate, we got no excuses. Like, that man's ready. So that's good. Tone setter. All right. Let's talk about some negative things here.
Hold on. The Cortland subject.
Okay.
I'm in disagreement with the fact that it was a surprise.
Really?
Because in history, when you got the vets, how many days do they always get off? So he's getting that Devontae Adams treatment. He's getting that number one receiver treatment that everybody disrespected him for last year, when he still had 1,000 yards, still had our most targets. No, he wasn't most targeted, but had the most. I heard a stat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he was top 5. He was first last year and top 3, I think. 24, and then last year he was top 3 in third and fourth down wide receiver conversion percentage.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
you're right about that.
He's the clutch. Right? He's the whoopee.
He has always been that dude for us, and I feel
Even in double coverage.
It's been a shame to watch the media, and I don't think diehards like us count him out, but it's been a shame to watch the media just try to push him into the wide receiver 2 role when he's been doing it consistently every single season. So he got the time off he deserved because he's that vet that is better than everybody else on the field as far as knowing his job, getting open.
We're a critical fan base. I mean, we're the worst. We had a time where we felt the same way about DT, where DT had too many drops and DT just wasn't putting it together. Like, we had the same conversation.
But since,
and that's why it wasn't a surprise.
We've never had a wide receiver from DT to run the bubble screen, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We keep trying to do it.
Rich, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah.
Right. So, so Jay, you and I are probably not going to get along very well. We'll just put it that way.
Well, what's new?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty good at that kind of crap. But the long and the short of it is this. I agree with George. Why are you surprised, dude? Like, he's a veteran player. He's going to get his rest. He doesn't need the time on the field. He already knows what he needs to do. He can read a playbook. This is not complicated crap to him. Like, this should not be a shock to you. I'm sorry. Like, just you can miss me with that crap. And so that's number one. Number two.
Smart man.
Number two.
Here comes Rich. Get him, Rich.
Number two. If Stidham right now is the front runner, or at least is a potential front runner, Cortland Sutton and the Stidham connection is absolutely important. You can miss me with that take too. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, that is stupid. Because on its face, if either Sam or Sutton are going to be our number 2 quarterbacks this year, that means that you hope that they're going to be on the field. You don't want them to be on the field, but if they are on the field, you need that chemistry to build with the number 1 team. And the preseason is the time that they have to do this. So again, I don't know why you're so surprised. Like I really honestly don't. I expected what I saw tonight in the first part of the game. We saw a heavy dose of the ones in the offensive side of the skill positions. We saw Sutton get those reps on game day, which is what a veteran needs and wants.
One-on-one reps.
One-on-one, yeah, right. But the thing is, and George, you and I are going to disagree. And sorry, I'm just going to basically throw barbs all around. Is Sutton had 5 here? Look, I'm really good at it. Like it's my thing. Is I had a major issue with Sutton last year being a veteran. He dropped 5 passes that were thrown his way that were absolutely catchable balls.
He dropped 8 all year.
But again,
important.
But like right in his face. Yes,
5 that were catchable balls.
5 that were in his face.
That were critical, must catch passes, that kind of thing.
First downs.
You are right. There was 8 total, but again, the point is there was 5 that were like objectively key and important.
How did you drop that?
Yeah,
exactly. And
100%.
so
I can agree.
And so where I disagree with your comments and takes earlier, again, no one's safe with me on the show. I'm sorry, just the way I roll.
Oh no, this is great.
Is the point is a veteran wide receiver should not be making those mistakes. Period. And more importantly, a legit number 1 wide receiver is the guy that catches that and takes it to the house and also makes a catch or 2 every season that should not have been caught and makes a play out of it that wins them the game. Cortland Sutton, as much as we all like him, and trust me, I like him a lot. I think he's a great wide receiver. He is an elite wide receiver 2, but he is not a wide receiver 1.
Well, that's why Waddle's here.
They doubled down on
Sutton
him.
Was a 1. Waddle wouldn't be here. We wouldn't need the
last year was the first time he didn't make a play like that. And that's why he was that's why he was criticized, because he did make those plays.
Covered the way he did because they weren't worried about the other side. Like
just to be clear, I got zero agenda against Cortland Sutton. Like I love Cortland Sutton to death. Like he's a legend. He's going to be a Ring of Famer, I think, just purely by his stats, in the record books for the franchise. But to reach for
some of Rich's Canadian humor there. To be fair.
Look, I live on an even keel playing field. If you make a mistake, I'm pointing it out. If you do it well, I'm pointing it out. If you like, I don't care who you are.
I love it.
If we like each other, that's just the way that I roll. Like it just is what it is. And like, dude, I play.
Hey, guys, you want to see Boo Boo's Broncos shirt real quick? Come on, Boo Boo. Show me your Broncos shirt.
Show it off, Boo Boo. Yeah, girl.
Oh, wow.
Hey, do you even Broncos, bro?
Well, I mean, again, that's what my intro was. It's just one of those nights of like we're back to football and we can like boast a little bit. Like we're division champs. It's been a hot second since we can like, have a little
long
jazz
time
to like we should put a feather in our cap.
I still feel the vibe that even though we have to wait as long as we do, I just felt like it like went super fast. I mean,
I don't think it did. It felt long to me this off.
Nah, World Cup got us to football season so fast.
It was the gap in between was the World Cup, and then you had playoffs with Nuggets. Even though Nuggets and Avs lost, there was a lot to go on for the whole season, which is one of the things that I love about, just being a sports fan. Shout out to Mile High Symposium because they cover all of that. Chris, I got to meet for the first time today. Johnny, he's a good guy, man. And the give and take with him just in the lobby today, it was cool, man. So shout out to them because, man, they covered all of that. I did a little bit with the World Cup and, I do a little bit with the Rock and stuff like that. But Mile High Symposium, man, they're covering One and everything. They kept that
I
season.
went to a World Cup game this year.
That's pretty
Oh, nice.
Lucky bastard.
Nice. Which one?
So funnily enough, despite the fact that Toronto, which is like 2 hours away or 2.5 hours away from me, was one of the core venues where the Toronto FC play, the game that I went to was actually in Jerry World in Dallas.
No kidding.
weird.
Okay.
So I work in the technology field. So for your website guy, he can reach out to me. We can work on it together. But with regards to that, I went to the Sweden versus Japan game in Dallas,
Awesome.
and that was my gosh, was that was a fantastic game.
That's
That was a fantastic game, and just for anyone who is watching, if you are from the Dallas area or whatever, your city did right by you. It was a fantastic experience for someone who's never been there. No, but that whole area, like the venues, the people. There's a lady named Robin that works at one of the local barbers there. Did my hair, nice work. Lovely lady, by the way. But again, like the whole area did right by.
But she's not Lily.
She's not Lily. Don't be
She's
cheating
not
on Lily
Lily.
there, Rich. All right, we'll fly Lily up there.
I haven't been to.
Take a
Colorado
coat,
in a
Lily.
while.
A big, thick coat.
You can meet her at the border.
Yep. Hope you like maple syrup.
That's awesome, though, Rich.
That is
No,
bad.
that's sick, dude. I'm so happy you got to do that.
Now let me bring up a kind of a newer topic here before we get to some balls here.
Let's move on.
First game for Davis Webb. How are we feeling about Davis Webb? We got DLM the man in the house. So I appreciate the question here. I don't know. Sean
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, very
Yes.
much
DLM
so.
the man.
Nice job. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Did we feel the Sean Payton imprint tonight?
Yes.
Because there's some games we absolutely do. Like, that, that's a Sean Payton thing. Like, did we feel that tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Expand. Like, what was it the stiddy stuff and like just the very beginning?
Look, I just spoke. I'll play cleanup again after this, so all the other guys can go first, and we'll sort out with them later.
Tim Dog, what do you think?
All right. So what I'm going to say, I didn't feel the Sean Payton imprint. I felt like Davis got his shot to do what he's supposed to do this year because he didn't get that as, the QB coach or whatever. Now he's the offensive coordinator, so I saw it. You did see, as always, frustration in Sean Payton's eyes. You know what I mean? As always, he's never happy until the game's over. Even then, he's not even happy. But that's okay. That's what a coach does, and that's what a coach does. But I don't think he put an imprint of the game of the play calling at all. I feel like stuff was going, and then even if you remember that play, it didn't work out, but we couldn't run between the tackles, so we ran outside to the right on the outside, and the announcer even said, he goes, "That's a good move." He goes, "Even though it didn't work, if you're gonna stick us on the inside, we're gonna run to the outside." So he was adjusting to play calls.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Sean Payton put an imprint, of course, as the head coach, not as a play caller, because I feel like I guarantee you he was about to have a heart attack on that sideline, even though it was preseason. Like, I don't have this control right now.
I know, and he's a control freak.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my take on it, Jay.
George, what do you think? Go ahead,
So
Johnny.
Johnny. Go ahead, Johnny. Johnny, no. Johnny was talking while Tim was talking before. So come on, Johnny. Let's hear it.
I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, you're
You're
the guy.
You were talking for 3 hours with nobody. You got all of us here. Let us hear it. Let's hear it.
Right. I don't know. I feel like I felt some of the Sean Payton, thumbprint on it, in that obviously Davis Webb has learned how to play call while working for Sean Payton.
Yeah.
And I felt that, especially when there were certain moments where I was like, why did you call that play at that moment? Because that is absolutely something we see from Sean Payton all the time. Why didn't we kick a field goal? Anyway,
knock it off. Right.
AFC Championship, flashbacks. But no, in this case, it was like, when we had 19 yards to go, we were backed up deep in our own, our own territory, and we had 19 yards to go. And instead of trying to push the ball a bit, it's like, oh, we're just going to throw it a little bit. You know, it was a quick pass, so it was planned that way. There was no reads on it. It was hut and quick pass in the flat, attempting a screen, and it got blown the F up once again. And I'm like, why, when you have 19 yards to go, did you do that? And that's 100%, even though Davis Webb called that play, that's 100% a Sean Payton thing.
Yep.
And so I felt like, I feel like, okay, if you're going to give Davis Webb these play calling duties, he needs to figure out some of his own freaking style here, not just be diet Sean Payton.
Yes. Let me bring up another. You're totally right. He is a diet Sean Payton. And let me bring up, George, I'm going to get to you. Let me just throw my 2 cents in here on this.
Get in there.
I brought that question up because I noticed something that I didn't like that still is a carryover. I don't know if that's a Davis Webb trying to appease Sean or if it's Sean, doing it. But Adam Prentice, for every touch he gets, every target he gets is a wasted touch or target that should be going to some other playmaker. I am not on the goal line, Adam Prentice should get the first and goal snap. I'm not all about it. That is why, Rich, that is why we have Jonah mother effing Coleman. Okay?
That's the only reason you hate is because
beast.
Coleman didn't get the ball.
No.
Yeah, let's admit it.
It is that, but it's also the
Look, Jay.
the
Jay,
other
I
things
live in the
that
I
him getting
Jay,
targeted.
I live in the most important. Dude, I live in the most important province in the entire country of Canada. You live in a flyover state in the U.S. Now, let's move on from this and let's agree to disagree, and then we'll
killing me,
call that
Smalls.
a day, okay?
We're coming after the host. We're coming after the host.
Yeah. Well,
Shit just got personal.
You changed my whole train of thought, all right? You changed my whole train of thought.
See, I would take offense to that if I took any sort of ownership to this cornfield that I live in. So, ain't no thing to me.
That's true. He doesn't.
I don't give two shits about this place. Y'all can fuck off.
Give it to him, Georgie. Give it to him, bud. Give it to him.
What's up, George?
Prentice is the epitome
waste of
of
space.
exactly what you want. No, he's the epitome of exactly what you need and want in a freaking offense that cannot get a yard on 4th and negative yards. It's 4th and short, it's 3rd and short, and we didn't do it last year. Obviously, right? JK would be the starter last year, right?
Did
your
you see
favorite
Jonah
to
go
run it down the
backwards
middle.
tonight? Did Jonah go backwards? One play?
But
Did
you're
he
hating
score
on another player 'cause Jonah
did he
didn't get the ball.
score? Did he score a touchdown like Jaleel McLaughlin?
Oh, we're gonna have
Oh,
some truth
forget
bombs.
about
We're gonna have
Jaleel?
some truth bombs about Jaleel.
Oh,
Okay?
my God.
Truth bombs are coming for Jaleel.
Okay, so back on topic. It was perfect setting because in that situation, I will say I'm giving my credit to Davis Webb and not Sean Payton, because Sean Payton wants to be the star and create something stupid. Oh, I got to be shiny. Let me be shiny and spectacular on the goal line. Nah, let's be brute force. Use that offensive line that you have paid and paid and also drafted towards growing in another direction, right? With Palczewski and obviously Cage, right? You're drafting linemen and growing them to take over these roles from guys that you paid to come here and grow a foundation of being a dominant force up front. That handoff to Prentice, although I wanted it to go to Harvey or Jonah or Jaleel or running back, that is the epitome of playing football. That is scheming it up to say, hey, we're going to run it down your neck. Right now, you expect it. We're going to run it down your neck, and we're going to let this bulldozer of a freaking fullback. He's not Kyle Juszczyk. He's not Kyle Juszczyk, built utility back, but he's built. He is a dominant.
See, I see him as the same thing as all the receptions Lil Jordan Humphrey gets anything
now.
that Nate Atkins
Okay,
gets.
yes.
These
In
are
your
Sean
fantasy
Payton
world,
people. Like,
he just stole a touchdown from all of our fantasy teams because nobody has Adam Prentice.
Dude, are you kidding me?
I care about the Broncos winning. And that is going to win us games because
Okay.
last year on 4th and
Jay.
1, when we throw a freaking stupid ass play action, we can hand it off to Prentice and run it for a first down. That is my point. And so I love that aspect.
Okay.
I love that aspect. I want us to have that because somebody has to prove that they can do it. And Prentice, in his short time on the field, it is in those dire situations when you need somebody to get an inch, a yard. Please.
I agree with you, but I'm just saying we already have another product to use.
I agree with the reasoning of your statement,
Unproven
but I will
product,
disagree.
Jay.
We got the
All right,
symptom.
Rich
Talk-
is
talk some
Okay,
sense.
okay,
I have an
okay.
Poor
alternative
Rich is
medicine
down
to
here. His
provide.
head's about to pop off. Let
Okay.
Let Rich.
Besides
tell you why
the
you're
point,
wrong.
back on topic. That was a Davis Webb combo Sean Payton-esque call because Sean Payton wanted to do something, but Davis Webb was like, let's do this to our roots. Let's be an identified team.
Yeah.
Davis Webb is trying to bring identity, and he ran the ball. He ran the ball tonight, and that is what I'll give him.
Is that Davis Webb or is that Sean Payton?
No,
I guess
that
kind
was
of
Davis Webb.
That's Webb.
We saw. We did you see run the ball on his play call sheet? No, because
All right,
he
calm down.
knows. He
Calm down.
already knows what to do. He already
Dude,
knows what he wants
I'm
to do
watching-
because he was a quarterback. Don't be confused. Davis Webb was an NFL quarterback. He knows your run game is your best friend.
Is this just the second game he's called?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Last year he got his first chance. Last year, and he did a great job last year.
Rich's head turn red like he's about to.
Yeah,
his head's
he's
about to
ready. He's
pop
ready to
off.
lay in. I
So
can't wait to hear what Rich says.
Please let Rich tell Jay why
I will
he's
move
wrong.
on. I will move on, but I
Please,
think Davis
Not
Webb.
moving on. Move on.
No. I gotta
You wanna
finish
see
my
a dead
closing
body?
statements. All right, Tim has no
God
reason
damn
to
it,
talk.
George, filibuster. Damn it. No, let Rich tell Jay why he's wrong.
Yeah.
Jay,
All right,
the
go ahead.
NFL is
Go
not
ahead.
Madden. Stop it. Like, just stop it. Like, dude, like
Rich,
pull your head.
parlays to hit, bud.
Dude,
Parlay.
Dude, pull your head out of your ass. The NFL is not
Parlay.
Madden. Okay, like you need to stop it. Like immediately.
Captain Jack
right
Sparrow.
now, you got to just leave that at the door. Like George is 100% correct. The play that we saw today on the goal line is exactly not what Sean Payton would do. Sean Payton likes to get cute in some of those situations, and that's his MO. You know I'm right, which is why you're nodding your head.
It's
You're
also
right.
his downfall.
No, but dude, you literally
You're
just
right.
said the opposite 5 seconds ago. So
Yeah,
you
but
can
because
just
he
listen
wants
with
Jonah
that crap.
to have the ball.
Because I thought that
like-
was Sean Payton still.
like-
If you guys are that's why I brought up this is the second game we've seen Davis Webb. How the hell do we truly know the habits of Davis Webb
I can tell you
independent
immediately.
of Sean Payton?
I can tell you immediately. I already
because
know
of a
what I'm
play
gonna
like
see.
that. To be
I- no,
honest
I-
with you.
Let
no.
Rich go.
Davis Webb has already told us what he's going to run. Davis Webb has already shown us how he calls plays. We saw him what he did last year. All
One
you need
game.
all you need to do is pay attention. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
And-
Like I can literally look at the screen and I can go through last year's preseason game where Davis Webb called, and I could literally right now today analyze that game and map the entire thing out for you and say, here's why he called every single play and then the order in which he played it. By the way, did you know that the game that Davis Webb called in the first preseason game last season was the most yards that the Broncos have had on offense in the entire preseason?
With Stidham.
With Stidham, he outplayed in terms of play calling Sean Payton.
That was the
And-
Evan Ingram game, wasn't it? Evan Ingram popped
Well,
off
Evan Ingram
first game.
was and he was trash to begin with. I'm sorry, he's just
He's
shouldn't
not
be on the team.
trash. Knock it
But
off.
he was great
Look,
for that preseason
So,
game he
Tim,
called.
I'm happy to go into that with you later, but not right now. The point is that the point is simply put that the simple fact is this: that we saw Davis Webb. We've seen what he can do, and we saw the yards that he put up on offense. The reason why you knew what Davis Webb could do was you saw the pace of play, the game flow, the the way he was kind of calling and ebbing and flowing. And then the Sean Payton influence of Davis Webb, and this is where I think that there were some mistakes made actually, is Davis Webb was like all the first team, 100%. And then the Sean Payton influence came in at the end of the game because Davis
got bored.
No. It wasn't that Sean got bored. It was that Davis Webb saw what Sean Payton had done in the back end of games by winning, and he adopted that style. The problem that I have with that style of gameplay and play calling is we played against the Falcons that we were clearly the better team, like not even close. You cannot in real NFL games not keep your foot on the gas and not play slightly more aggressive than what we saw at the back end of that Falcons game. I actually hope that Davis Webb learned a little bit from how he played that back part of that game and the fact that he saw a decline. Like if you analyze here, I'm just gonna like put it like super plainly, looking at the analytics of how we scored in the first half of that game versus how we looked offensively in the back half of that game. Our run game was not as good. We didn't run the game. We didn't run the ball as much.
Because Tyler Bidet was in.
Well, I also had an issue with how our offensive scheme was blocking and stuff as well. It just
I agree.
Good.
I agree.
So that's a whole other thing as well. But the other thing that I do want to point out that none of you pointed out early in the game as well was that Dallin Bentley was playing with the ones.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's the Adam Troutman replacement.
A lot of trust.
And he looked amazing in that role. Like
he's
amazing.
Huge. He's a huge ass guy. He's huge.
He is. And he held his own. He blocked his own. He didn't get moved off the ball. He was able to maintain and stay on those blocks. By the way, if you want to go back and watch it in the earlier portion of that game that we saw, the most obvious plays where you can see Dallin Bentley was on the far left-hand side of your screen when he was playing on the left-hand side of the line. He was taking some of the edge rushers that were coming directly off the edge, standing them up and throwing them back. Okay, this is a rookie. This is a rookie tight end, and that is a very, very tough thing to do for a rookie tight end. Okay, like I don't think you guys understand. Like that is almost unheard of. Like that is
Rich.
rare.
I want to stop you because I don't want you showing all your cards. All right, I know you're new to this. You're new to this exercise, and I want you to keep some of those answers tight here, bud. All right, don't let Tim look off your paper and copy on you. You know.
Oh, what the what?
Yep.
What did I do?
Catching strays, Tim. Catching strays,
dude. Tim and I still need to get into it on Evan Ingram.
Quietly.
Like you got to let him have his own, man.
But I want you to keep your studs in the back of your mind, you know, and maybe Bentley's gonna be your trick card that you throw down on the table. But I want to transition into a great segment of the show that I think we started the very first episode. I think this was a stapled good right out of the gate. But gentlemen, let's get some balls going. Balls flying. All right, gentlemen. Well, this is who's got the balls, and this is kind of a, throw out some game balls, and just depending on the type of game, depending on the result of the game, and how many people we got here, kind of determine how many game balls we're going to go out there. Johnny, what do you think? Like 2 balls each?
Whew, there's 5 of us. 2 balls each sounds good because that's 10 game balls going out.
Yeah, that's a lot of balls. I mean, or we could do one. You want to do one and an honorable mention?
We all know Orange and Blue Network's got a lot of balls.
Yeah.
But
it's like 5 whole humans.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That's true.
But
so Johnny, you're the marathon man. I'm going to let you start this segment off. You get the first shot in the fantasy draft here of who's get a ball. Who gets a ball here?
I'm taking it back.
Yep, 101.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Woo. All right. I'm going defense for my first game ball.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna give it to Jahdae Barron.
Son of a.
I mean, what did I medlock you?
Yes,
happened?
you know you
That's
did.
right.
You know that's my position. You know
It
what
was
you just
coming.
did. But go ahead.
Anyway, I got to give it to Jahdae Barron, dude, because one thing is that's been talked about a lot is the uncertainty of Jahdae Barron. You know, like going into this season, like we saw nothing. You know, he was our number 1 draft pick last season, and we saw next to nothing from him. And what's he gonna do? Where's he gonna go? And how is he gonna contribute? And dude, he contributed big time. Big time he contributed. I mean, he had he had what, 2 pass breakups total. One of them is, one of them can be considered an interception. But still, I mean, when he gets up there, Kareem Reed tips that ball up, and he's right there. He's right there to haul it in. And then that dude got some legs, bro. I mean, he legged it all the way to that end zone, and he was fast, he was moving, and it was beautiful. Haven't seen a pick six run like that since Pat Surtain against the Raiders.
Yeah.
When
he
we
played
were at
the
that
ball.
game.
I don't want to interrupt you, Johnny, but he played that ball. You know what I mean?
He played the hell out of that ball. But then, just a few plays later, a few defensive plays later, he got up there. And now I did give some criticism because I had said that the thing I was looking for the most in this game was takeaways. I wanted to see more takeaways. And we did get 2. We did get 2 takeaways, and that was awesome. But there were potentially 4 takeaways that should have been takeaways tonight. All together, all told. So he played that ball too, and he didn't come down with it. But I got to give him his props, man. Not only did he sprint for that end zone, and I mean, dude's got it, but he played that ball tonight, and all of a sudden I'm sitting here going, maybe what I was thinking about keeping Jaleel McLaughlin and shopping Jahdae Barron, rookie contract, the way he's playing that ball, I'd shop Jaquan McMillan and probably keep, Jahdae Barron. I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do. I'm saying it changed my thoughts about him.
No,
I don't care what George says. I've never cared what George says. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I love you. But no, when it comes,
Do you, though?
what I really did, what I'm
you?
saying, yes, I do. I do. Maybe not as much as I love you, but I do. No, but no, for real though. When it comes, it definitely brings up more conversation to be had about him. And so I think that deserves a game.
That makes sense. I
love it.
That would have been on everyone's bingo card. Again, shout out.
That was my position.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm gonna go next door there. Tim, you're up. You go for it there.
So I guess the next one I would say would complement what happened on that pick six. Read the ball that way and to deflect it, to give. It was a great look off of the tip to be aware of that for the pick six, but to make it happen in general, to see where that was going. He read the field very well. So that's where I'm going to go to, man, because what do we get taught? I mean, we all played football, right?
Yeah.
I was a hockey player.
Okay. Well, whatever, Jay. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's off, Jay.
But what I'm saying is you're taught to play the ball, right, Georgie?
Always.
And that's a linebacker move that was incredible. Just to not bat it down, I know it's dangerous because the other team might be able to pick it up as well. But I felt like just to give his teammate, bam, a chance here. Bam, I got your back now. Now I'm going for 6, baby. It set up a position, even though he didn't get the pick 6, it set him up to do what he had to do.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You're not impressed. Whatever, Jay.
That's cool. That's cool, I guess.
I mean, if I may interject just a thought on that play where Kareem Reed got his hands on the ball could have been an interception in and of itself. He tipped it, but if he had maybe just been a millisecond faster, he could have had that in his hands.
Yeah, but he played it right. He wasn't. He wasn't gonna get the pick.
He was on time.
Yeah. He did what he had to do, and that it
Yeah,
was
for
just
sure.
a great move to see what we could do defensively without like looking at who's gonna start week one. Like, I mean, dude, this was one of the most exciting preseason games that I've ever watched because people on these Broncos, they want to make the Broncos team. You know why? Because Broncos are number one in the AFC West. We did lose a championship, but we didn't have Robbins. We didn't have Bo in there. And guess what? Everyone out there in preseason right now is looking to make a name for themselves, and that's what's exciting about preseason, dude.
We're number one in the AFC. Number one in the AFC, not just the
Well,
West.
hot damn. Let me get a couple comments before we go to the bottom row here.
Sure.
So-
Yeah, get it in.
I
Get
wanna
it
add
in.
on-
Basement.
Tim, I want to add on to that.
Go ahead.
Everyone in Broncos country keeps on slandering and slagging on our inside linebacker room.
Uh-huh.
But if you look at what Turner and Reed have done at the inside linebacker position as undrafted free agents and how well they played last year as rookies, remember, they were rookies last year.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I actually think that Broncos country and fanalists alike are not necessarily giving that inside linebacker room enough credit. And we saw some of that on display today. So I just want to say I completely agree with your take on Reed. I also think Turner is another guy we need to bring up as well at the inside linebacker position. But overall, I mean, that was one heck of a play. That was ball hawking ability. That was paying attention to coaching. These are all things that we should be super stoked about as Broncos country and looking at this objectively.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Did you want to throw a game ball out with that there, Rich?
Look, I'll just give my
Did
one
you have
game
an
ball.
answer, sir?
I did. Riley Moss is my game ball on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay.
Right. Look, your transitions are horrible, but I'll play into it anyways, just to appease the audience and make sure we have some flow to the show. The short answer is yes. Riley Moss was.
Oh, Riley.
He has gotten so much slander from both the media and from Broncos country. And by the way, should come as a surprise to no one. I've been defending him.
So
Not as long as me and Tim.
Yeah,
Okay.
no way.
So I've been a huge proponent of Riley Moss. I think he's got that proper memory of a cornerback on the team where he makes a mistake and immediately bounces back. Like that's what you need from a proper NFL cornerback. And moreover, it's even more important for Riley Moss because Pat Surtain is on the other side of the ball. Literally the best cornerback right now in the NFL. I mean, eventually that'll change as the younger guy comes in and ends up overtaking him. But right now, Surtain is it. He's the guy at the cornerback position. And until that actually changes, Moss is just going to get picked on just because they don't want to throw to Surtain. So the fact that you have a guy like Riley Moss who's got that mental mindset and capability, I think too many Broncos fans are just not giving him enough credit, and I think we need to change that.
amen.
Yeah. But I think, before we get to George.
We had Riley's Moss back all year though. I'll keep it short.
We
Jay.
did.
I won't. But we had Riley's back all year, man. I mean, he got over targeted, especially when PS2 went down. So great take.
Yeah. I think
In fact, I honestly say the Orange and Blue Network as a whole has had
Very
Riley
pro.
Moss's back the
Very
entire
pro.
time he's been on this team.
Look, I'm just used to being like the only guy in the room to
Well, that's what
basically
happens
tell
when-
everyone to shut up. Riley Moss is like a really great cornerback, and just you can
We're
leave that
all pro
nonsense at the
Moss.
door. Yeah, so
We're all pro Moss.
I'm just so used to having that as like me being like the lone voice of reason in the room, as it were.
Canada's
Not
lonely.
anymore, Rich.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Canada's
100%.
lonely.
He needs to get locked up. Like that extension needs to happen.
Yes.
He needs to be paid, even though that was my thing that I told you, Johnny, of like, I have fear that Riley's going to play himself out of a contract with Denver because he can be a number one for some team and just get oodles and oodles of money. Like the guy's nuts.
So Jay,
I like him a lot.
I've been saying this on the Wild Wild West podcast for a few weeks. If you're looking at it objectively for the Broncos, and you're looking at who we have on the roster right now and who's in the wins and who we have, like actually objectively looking at the two positions, Right now, your choice is you either extend Jaquan McMillan,
Yep.
or you extend Riley Moss. You can't do both.
100%.
So the long and the short of it, and this is like a super interesting topic, by the way. Like, I actually think this is something that like we could do a whole show on, and the audience, I would love to hear feedback on it. But honestly, we don't have the time for it now, but I truly think this would be a super interesting show to do, which is look at the objective numbers and the value on the team of the two cornerbacks. Do you think that Jahdae Barron can fill in for Jaquan McMillan at the nickel corner position and do a halfway decent job? Or the alternative, and George, before you put your thumbs down on this, or is it worth losing Riley Moss? Because those are your two options. You cannot do both. You're either going to have to use Jahdae Barron at the nickel cornerback position.
You want to come on camera?
Yeah.
Or you're going to be able to keep Riley Moss. You will not have the option of both, in my opinion.
Yep.
Johnny, Jay, tell Yaya to come show off her jersey.
Yeah.
Come on, they're asking you.
Some jersey flash.
George,
Look,
George, you got your
Canadian
ball.
wants to see your jersey, so let's just see it on screen, okay? Like
Absolutely.
I don't get to
and
see
Graham,
it.
keep going with some hockey talk, Graham. I'm all about it.
We got a lot. Yaya,
Put the biscuit in the basket.
She got that.
There
bone
she
in,
is,
baby.
Oh, there you go.
There she is.
That's a fresh 10. That's a fresh
Love you,
10.
Yaya.
Yeah, that's just a wave.
George, what you got for us?
Oh,
What's
I got
your
a
ball?
lot. I got a lot, but I'm gonna keep it short. All right, Rich. You're spot on. You're spot on. All right. I'm gonna say you're spot on.
I was gonna go a
because
different way for a second.
you're spot on. You're spot on because it is. It is between two. It is between two. And at the end of the day, Jay Quillen is the best option for this Broncos defense. Jay Quillen has made more plays. Jay Quillen has taken us to the new depths of having a number one defense. Yeah. Aaron Jay Quillen is it, and I will always call him Jay Quillen. I just ordered my jersey 2 days ago. I'm good to go. I got my Jay Quillen jersey on the way because I know we're going to extend him. And this is no hate to Riley. I love Riley Moss. I think he's a dog, but I do feel the predicament, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart as a fan because we got Walmart money, baby. Pay them all. Go into the third tax bracket. I do not care. Pay them all. Do not break this team up because this team is too good. And that's where I'll leave off with that. But for star of the games. Come on, game balls. Game balls. Come
Get
on.
your ball out there.
You already know who it is.
Don't be shy.
It is. It isn't Jaquilin, but it is. It is. McMillan. It is McMillan. All right. No. It's not McMillan, but it's we're gonna go with Jaleel. Jaleel McLaughlin gets a gay ball.
Interesting.
You know why? Because he had every opportunity tonight. He had every opportunity tonight to prove that he was worth something. He looks bigger. He looks stronger. He ran through the tackles. He also got first downs. He also scored a touchdown. He is versatile in a way that you cannot give up for somebody like Tyler Bidet. And that's my only point. This is not a Jonah Coleman argument. There's 1, 2, 3. There is a 1, 2, 3. We already got the 1, 2, 3. We know it's JK, RJ, Coleman for now. But we will carry 4 running backs into this roster. And 4 has to be McLaughlin, dude. McLaughlin was he fumbled. Yeah, he got the fumble. He was extending a little far.
Pretty big asterisk.
It's pretty tough. But how many more opportunities though? How many more opportunities did he get after that? Usually, if you get a fumble, you kind of get taken out the game. There is trust within him, and I won't lie. I know you think it's a display to trade him because we have to get rid of money.
Johnny,
but my game ball for me goes to McLaughlin. That's one of them. The other one will go to Red Murdoch. Red Murdoch showed me that he can be a
You
stand-up
can't just do
linebacker.
2 game balls
I
in
was
a
going to
row.
say, like, that.
He
that's
said it was
technically
2
against
each.
the
You guys all
rules,
said
but-
2 each. Hold on.
No,
It was 10
it
game
was
balls.
nine.
didn't.
I'm going to give out 3. Yeah, hell no.
This is a
I'm giving out
snake
3.
draft, sir. Okay, like
No,
I
hold
am
on,
not.
hold
I
on.
haven't
I
even
gotta-
gone yet.
I got to comment on your McLaughlin take.
Gosh,
I got to agree
George.
with Rich. The Broncos are only going to carry 3 running backs into the season.
Wrong.
I agree.
No.
Totally agree.
No.
I'm going to hit you with the
3.
Donald Trump. I'm going to
Listen,
hit you with
no,
the
no,
Donald
no,
Trump.
no, no, no,
Shut
no,
up,
no,
George.
no. Shut your mouth when you're
Wrong.
fired.
You thought
No.
that last week. You thought
3.
you thought that last year, didn't you?
I did. And then I had a barbecue at your house, and I still love you.
Hmm?
But the point
And you
is-
were wrong.
No,
A BBQ.
no, 3. All right? It's going to be 3 running backs and Adam Prentice.
Correct.
There's
That's a
You don't
fullback.
carry 4.
He's a
You don't-
fullback.
Yes, he
He's
is.
not a running
but you're
back.
not carrying
Prentice is a
4 running
fullback.
backs when you have a fullback. You're not.
No, we did it last year. What are you
and
talking
it ain't
about?
happening again. It's not
It
happening
will.
again.
I'll
Because
put
they're going
money
to
on
want
it.
to carry in it. No, because they're
Put
going to
money
want
on
to
it.
carry an extra tight end. Cause sorry, you're wrong.
Are you
Carry
crazy?
an
Money on
extra
it.
tight end. They're going to want to carry an extra tight end, which means one of those running back positions goes, and you're going to carry 3 running backs, 1 fullback, and an extra tight end. Boom, mic drop, you're out.
How's it feel to be wrong?
John-
How's it feel to be wrong?
Hold on. Johnny, I know George is not going to like this, but I agree with you. To keep
Oh, yeah.
him going into the 3
Graham,
running
if you only knew. If you
at
only
the
knew, Graham.
3 running back system to keep it up, right? Because he's
Stupid.
looking good. Despite how Jay doesn't like a fullback in our mix, I have no
Yeah, There's a
idea
reason why no one in the NFL even employs a fullback anymore.
But you know what?
I'm a fullback, you son of a
Jay,
bitch.
how
What
many
you saying?
games did we win last year with a fullback on the roster?
He's a fullback disrespecting a fullback. How does that make
You're
sense?
going
Get
crazy.
the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Can I finish this out? Is that
No.
okay? Is that okay?
Tim, is it even
Go
your
for it.
turn? I don't think it's
Yeah,
your turn, Tim.
It's never
What are
his
you
turn.
talking about? Rich and George just went for 20 minutes. What are you talking
Yeah.
No,
We
I
got
wanna
decent
hear
things to say.
Tim. Gosh,
I want
oh
to
my
hear Tim.
gosh.
Sorry, I want to hear
Off
Tim.
the rails. Go ahead, Tim.
No, I'll give up my turn. I'll
Oh,
wanna
now
hear-
he's
I wanna
scared.
hear
Now,
what
Jay
now.
still has to give a game ball. Jay hasn't even given one yet.
Yeah.
yeah, and George gave 2. What the
You guys
fuck?
You guys all said 2 to start. We're gonna give 2 game balls each,
It
10
is-
game balls.
Yeah,
And all of a
it's
sudden
round
it's
robin,
different.
buddy.
One
One at a
around,
time.
and
Give
then the next
one
one
at a
around.
time and you move on. All right. Jeez
George is out of the
Louise.
conversation. Go ahead, Jay.
Nah, give me 2.
Can't even. All right. You guys just kept skipping me because you want to avoid the inevitable. The inevitability
We already know.
Here,
of this
here we
man.
Just give it.
This man.
Why is this graphic not up?
What do you have?
This
What do you have, 20
magic
yards? What do you have, 20 yards?
moment.
Before you give it,
I'm
can I
sorry.
ask, are you at least wearing pants?
Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're stretchy
Get him,
pants,
Johnny.
but they're pants.
What do you have, 20 yards?
I'm sorry. Hold the phone here. Mr. Jaleel McLaughlin needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
He
All right?
scored a touchdown. Did
Jonah-
Coleman score a touchdown?
Jonah Coleman had 4 carries for 24 yards, 6 yards a pop. Okay.
Ooh.
Jaleel, 6.
Goat.
6 for
Sorry.
24. Same yardage, 4 a carry. All right. And then your beloved Harvey, on brand for him. He's right at his season average, 3.2 average a carry. So once again, we look at the running back room and 6 a carry out of Jonah on only 4 carries. I mean, I'm talking, again, what we were talking about earlier, Rich, in the same regard of, and I pulled Sean Payton here in regards to, in relation to, but Davis Webb, we don't have a sample size, and we don't have a sample size for Jonah Coleman yet. So yeah, these numbers are very small. He got like a drive and a half, I think.
Very small, just like Jonah Coleman.
But Cecil Lammy said he should get the first drive and then he's out. Like, we need to keep Jonah fresh. We don't need to prove anything with Jonah.
Yeah.
But
That
neither here
says
nor there.
everything. Cecil Lammy, come on.
Oh, don't be calling Cecil. Don't be calling Cecil.
Hey, at least half of
Hey,
Cecil's
Dover
takes
carries
are
him
okay.
every day. Come on.
Oh, these are bold-faced lies there, George. With
Listen,
a straight face,
listen,
you say that.
I will
Facts.
give Cecil that at least half his takes are good.
So
40%.
obviously,
60-40.
You all, no jokes aside, and obviously everybody knows my agenda, but nobody can sit and watch that game and say Jonah Coleman didn't have a flash, like a little bit of like, ooh, that's like,
I don't think
okay.
anyone. I don't think anyone said that. I just think that McLaughlin stood out more with the touchdown and the catch. You know what I mean? Like it
And
was
the touches.
in the importance to the game. I'm not saying
Because
looked bad. There's a difference.
He looked great for his rookie debut. Can I say it that way?
But then you're mad because we got a fullback running in the ball. You know what I mean? You got hatred. You're looking at it like
have
we're
a
hating
bowling
Coleman.
ball for a
You're
running
hating
back.
on everybody
He's
else. You're
made
hating
for a goal
on
line.
everybody else.
He looked great for his rookie debut and definitely deserves a game ball in his rookie debut.
He absolutely does. He absolutely does.
I'll give him that.
You should give him that. And Rich, you weren't around before.
You should. Look
and
at how mad he is, even when
Your-
we're giving him
your
props.
ears are
He's
gonna
like,
burn.
You should do that.
Your ears
Johnny.
are going to burn there. But this is my show, damn it. Oh my God! Just what a banger! I mean, come on! You let it breathe as a jockey. Just let her breathe.
Dude, I led vacation Bible school at my church this year. I need a break, okay? Oh,
All right.
Stupid,
Now,
Jay.
let's go on to the second balls. Let's keep this moving here, gentlemen. Johnny, what's your second ball there, bud?
man.
He's not single now.
Oh, man, okay. I had a burp. Sorry. We talked a lot about Cortland Sutton. Yep. And been hearing a lot we've been hearing a lot out of camp, about Pat Bryant and all that. But I'm giving it to a guy. I've got to give one to a dude who I had no idea who the hell he was before tonight. And we've already talked about how cool his name is. Manjack the Fourth. I'm giving it to this.
Crickets.
Listen, we
You
talk.
know
I
what
don't care.
that is.
I don't care. All right. Listen.
T-Mobile Salesman of the Month.
Hey, you can tell Johnny wanted a reaction.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I really am not looking for any reaction. I am impressed. We talked at length about how the preseason is there for a lot of these guys who would otherwise not get an opportunity to really show what they're capable of. And tonight, a guy who, again, I had no idea he was even on this team in camp, named Joseph Manjack the Fourth, went out there, caught as many receptions as Cortland Sutton. All right. Went for 40 yards on those 3 receptions, and for an average of 13.3 yards. No, he did not catch a touchdown. Okay, fine. But again, this is a guy who probably would be, like you said, a Bible salesman by in 3 weeks. But he went out there and he showed something. He could actually get picked up by a team. I don't think he makes the Broncos. I don't. Our wide receiver room is way too damn stacked. But I think that what he put on tape tonight will earn him a job, even on if it's on a practice squad. But it will earn him a job on another team. He went out there and used the preseason for what it was meant for, and he put himself out there and showed the world, hey, I'm a damn capable wide receiver. And so in this case, it's not necessarily me giving him a game ball because of the overall impact he had on the game, even though, hey, 3 receptions for 40 yards is nothing to slouch at. I'm giving it to him for going out there and putting himself out there as an unknown.
There you go.
Because that's impressive.
That's a good one.
You know what?
That's
I
what
like how
preseason's all about.
I like how you even put that out as like even if he just makes a practice squad, he's going to end up somewhere. So yeah,
He's going to get a job.
yeah.
He's going to get a job. And that right there, again, it's not about his impact on the game. It's about the fact that he went out there and used the preseason for what it's meant for.
No,
and
I'm
he
giving
made
you your
himself
props
known.
for the intel that you just did.
Yeah.
Tim,
I gotta give that
what's yours? That's a good one, Johnny. Like, this is the time of year for the
Hey,
no-names.
he
For
felt
the
that
guys.
one. He's like, you
The
guys are going to
heroes.
listen to me right now.
Damn right.
It's good. It's good.
Okay,
Tim, what's your guy?
My next one, is Jonah Coleman taken off the board or?
Oh, shut up.
Hell no.
Infinity, I see you in the comments. Bud, we are going to play your song. Keep listening into us. Thank you for everything that you're doing. You and Soulmate, man, I'm definitely going to play that song whenever Jay gives me the green light. But I promise you, between all 5 of us, we got nothing but love for you for supporting the Orange Blue Network. So I just got to get that out of the way. My second ball, because I'm not a single nut.
Lance Armstrong.
I'm just gonna say it. Stiddy looked good tonight. I gotta give it to Stiddy. I know. See Jay, dude. It's okay when you do your takes. It's okay.
George says nope. Black screen.
Wait a minute.
What you doing there,
hell?
George?
Who did this?
Come on, dude. Come on, George.
Damn it, George.
Dude, he ruins everything. But you gotta admit, I'm not saying I want him in our AFC Championship if Bo gets hurt. I am not saying that. Just like Johnny, when you went on your take, right? You were talking about reasons. Stiddy did. He was throwing it. He knew where his route runners were going to go. He put the ball where it was supposed to be. He wasn't scrambling out and trying to figure out a way. Oh my gosh! Now I got to find someone open, and the receiver's coming back. No, he was hitting passes off route runs. There's a huge difference.
Can I help you with some stats?
Go ahead.
9 for 15, 131 yards. And a touchdown. I mean,
yeah, and I mean, literally, he could have had 2 if Sutton would have got in. You know what I mean? Like, it was right there. And fortunate enough, we know that we can have a goal line with the fullback now off of that play. So, I mean,
yeah,
I'm not a Stiddy fan.
Shot.
You know what, Jay? I can't stand you, bud. I can't stand you. Yeah.
and yet you love him so freaking much.
Oh, you do it with all my freaking heart. Yes, absolutely. But no, man, I get the hatred coming towards City because of the AFC Championship, because I have it too. But if you want to actually break down this game, because this is what we're doing as podcasters, we got to speak from what we see. You know what I mean? Even if nobody disagrees, we always are. None of us on this podcast right now follow the next guy and be like, oh, I'm just going to go agree with him. This is why we have conversations. What I saw from City tonight was impressive because he was going against the first line. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I'm not, once again, playoff City is a different City. If you want to go today's game ball, that's what I'm going to say, Johnny. Help me out with that to tell Jay over there.
No, listen.
Today's
If I hadn't given
Jay that I said.
hey, listen, if I hadn't given that last one to the no-name receiver, I was going to give one to Stidham. Not because I'm like sitting here going, oh, in Stidham we trust and I bow before you.
He had a great game.
No, because what we saw last season, at the end of the season, I see a difference. I see a change. He's not sitting here. I said it in the pregame show. What do I hate? People doing the same freaking thing over and over and over, expecting different results. Okay, it's the definition of insanity in Merriam-Webster. Okay, he's not just going out there trying to do doing the same thing. He looked different. It shows that he put in work. That he put in that he made some changes to his game. Because even he probably looks back at that film and goes, "Damn."
I was
that's why he deserves it.
I was rooting for Sammy to have a better game. I'm not gonna lie.
I was too.
I was rooting for Sammy to have the better game. And Rich brought it up earlier. He didn't play with the same squad, which is absolutely correct. You can't. It's tomato, however you want to put it. Like
I actually have a second piece, and I'm actually curious to hear your thoughts on it.
Okay, and
let me get
to this real quick. What I will say is that first drive that Sammy had, he was driving down on those quick slants and was looking good. He got put in a position. The long ball didn't look good. I understand it. Like Rich, once again, I'm going to give you props because you said it. He's not working with the same receivers and stuff like that. So, Rich, go ahead, take it away, brother.
I have a question. I want to throw it right back to you to incorporate into your take. I'm not wanting to try to take over the conversation.
Go ahead.
Right now, we saw Stidham with a better offensive line, better running backs, better tight ends, and this is where I'm going to say where I'm kind of curious as to your take on this.
I get where it's going, but go ahead.
We also saw Stidham with the pace of play calling much, much quicker.
Yes,
like
the
bang,
fast-
bang, 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 bang. So I am quite curious. So like where I'm going to say I agree with your take for today.
Yeah.
Where I'm not where you are right now with Stidham or Sam. I want to see the Green Bay game coming up.
Yeah.
Where I'm hoping that the coaches are going to invert the
Switch it
two
up.
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And I want to see the same style of play calling.
Sam.
Now,
So to answer your question,
so what are your thoughts on that kind of as a general concept?
So I'm definitely going to answer that. And dude, I love the question, dude, because that needs to be addressed. The reason why it slowed down in the second half is because that offense isn't as well equipped with the playbook. They're not as well knowledge of like, let's keep this flow going. Let's go. They're not together. So the reason it slowed down is because Sammy Boy, and that's what I like to call him. I don't know why I just keep calling him that, but Sammy Boy.
Because I call my son Sammy Boy. So
That's probably it, Johnny. That's probably it. But what I will tell you, Rich, it's because the level of professional players that were on the field they're not built as the players that were in the first half to keep that drive going. I think that Davis got a little like, okay, now I got all these guys that are trying to make the team. What do I do now? I think he did get a little nervous in the second half. I'm not going to lie. I don't think Sean Payton was involved with any of the play calling decision. But what I will say is that he's like, okay, let's stop the ball and let's just try to do whatever because we already have this lead or whatever. So that's why I think everything started rolling down. I do agree with you. Let Sammy Boy get in there in the first half with what Stiddy had, and then let's see what he has.
I agree.
Rich, what was your last
As
ball?
do I.
My last game ball is going to be Colby Katz's.
I like that.
So
I like that one.
So for me, I have a couple reasons for it. I don't know where George went. I was hoping he was going to be here for this one. So I'd like to see his reaction.
He's here. I don't know where in the abyss he is. But
I'm here. I'm in my car. All right. I had to go for a run.
Mhm,
10 and 2, right, Jay?
So,
right.
Either way, I'm looking at the way this game kind of played out in terms of what we saw,
Smoking
how
the
we
bandit.
how we were working and all that kind of stuff. Colby Katzis was a guy that the team, in my opinion, intentionally pushed to the back portion of the game to try to hide him away on our practice squad. The problem is his routes look way too sharp to be hidden on a practice squad. He was open 4 or 5 or 6 different times that we saw in that game where he had beaten his corner. But because our play calling and pace of play was slowed down intentionally, and this is where, Tim, I agree with your take kind of earlier, just a few moments ago.
Yes, sir.
But I think it was an intentional slowdown of the play calling and intentional slowdown of how this worked. And this is the equivalent of it's preseason and welcome to vanilla play calling. That's a kind of like the general, like if you're looking kind of where I'm generally
You have to
going
get
with
out of that.
Yeah.
Mind depth because you got to go into the season. I'm sorry, brother. Keep
Right.
going.
No, but I agree with you 100%. Like I'm like my answer to what your comment was just there is yes. Like, yes, that's it. Like, yes. However, what I think we saw from the coaching staff today was very similar to what we saw from the coaching staff over the course of last season, which was if you have a lead or you're trying to protect a modest lead, you play with a protectionist mindset as opposed to gas on the pedal, get
Stay
those
aggressive.
extra set of points, stay aggressive, etc. We saw that Sean Payton style of play.
We saw that the 28-3 Falcons
Yes.
Patriots Super Bowl.
Yes,
Look what happened.
exactly. And 100%, I agree. And so I agree. Like that's the risk you run, right? You can't play that style of football because you cannot always win out those 1-score games or those like close games that you often have. Like
Kyle Shanahan threw that game.
Shut up,
Yeah.
George.
But Katzis, I thought, run really, really sharp routes. I thought he was open a good portion of the time. He also had some really good returns as well, which I found kind of interesting because a lot of guys were kind of saying, oh, he's looking okay. And it's like, he looked a little bit better than okay. Like he looked a lot better than okay, actually.
I mean, he only had,
so-
on top, he had that very impressive run on special teams. that return. He did only have one reception for 15 yards. But to your point, Rich, when you were watching him, he was open more often than not. He just may not have always, the read may not have always gotten to him.
He also
Who
had
does
2
that
to 3
remind you
PI.
of, though? Who does
He
that
also-
remind you of, though? Does that not remind you of Ingram all last season? Dude was open. George, what are you doing?
Stop it, George.
Gosh.
What are you doing?
No, but Tim actually, where I saw Ingram last year was he was open a good percentage of the time. And again, I don't want to get all the way into this, but I think we can have a discussion later. Ingram was open a good percentage of the time last year, but when he was given his actual opportunities where he was truly thrown the ball, he had an abnormally high drop percentage in key moments where he should have done better. And I felt that he kind of undermined his value on the team last year.
Without him, we wouldn't have beat the Commanders.
Dude, an outlier. This is where you and I will likely disagree. An outlier reception doth not mean a great player for the team for the season. That means an outlier reception, and I'm kind of leaving that there. But with Katsis overall, when you saw what he had, there was that PI play where it was like a 30-yard reception where he would have absolutely caught it if he wasn't fouled beyond belief on that play call. Like that's a 30-yard or something like that reception. And if the dude wasn't draped all over him, I have no doubt that he couldn't have turned up the field and even made more of it. So a guy like that, I think, is an undervalued player on a team like ours, where we have struggled with breakaway speed. That was one of our problems last year. We didn't have enough guys that were able to run sharp routes deep down the field and get open to allow a properly timed throw on a proper route and have it succeed. Troy Franklin had a few decent plays like that, and we saw what it could look like when those worked out. And I think Katsis could be another guy to fill that void for our team.
I like that.
Yeah. My last one's going to be short and simple because it's not very deep, but it's just a guy that deserves a game ball because he had a moment and he deserves it with the trials and tribulations he's had in his career thus far.
Please, thank you.
Don't do it.
Go, Jay.
With shades,
Go, Jay.
with shades of DeMarcus Walker in the air.
I knew it.
Mr. Drew Sanders deserves some credit because the man has been effed with, whether it is injury or changing of position. That he is a physical freak. Like what?
Does someone have a Stephen A. Smith soundbite?
Are you kidding?
No,
man, dude,
stay off the weed.
If there is any game to give the guy some props, it's a game that he goes and gets a sack. You know, like just give the guy some props when he's on the field and he does something. So we might not ever see him do that in the regular season, but the man should get some flowers. It's comparable to the no-name
That's
Johnny
not a
Goes,
compliment.
even though that's a name everybody knows. Okay, just throw the poor guy a bone.
I like it. You guys can sit down there and giggle.
Have a fucking heart, gentlemen.
But I like that because I am that guy that loves to give props. No, not generally. How often do I really agree with Jay, Tim?
I'm
Let's be
kidding,
honest.
bud. I'm kidding.
Never.
You guys
Never.
know that.
I'm gonna give this one to him because I am that guy that loves to give props when it's due, especially to people who have faced pretty insurmountable adversity.
Yes.
And like that's why I was so freaking pissed off when Jonathan Cooper pulled this crap he did.
Well, yeah.
Because of all the crap he went through to get
can't
here.
eat a phone.
Heart condition. Causes
He's a
himself
great
to drop in the
story.
draft, blah, blah,
It's a great
blah, all that
story.
stuff. And I'm like, good job. You made it. Well done.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. And I love you for it. And then he goes and pulls this crap. Okay, so Drew Sanders, similar thing. Injuries hamper his career over and over and over. And on top of it, they continue, but when he was healthy, they kept moving him. They're like, all right, we're going to try you in inside. Nah, we're going to try it outside. Let's go back to inside. How about we put you as the water boy? I don't know. But either way, they keep moving him around. They keep effing with him, like Jay said. And here he does, just
Walker.
like I gave that young man his props earlier.
He did blow it as a water boy. He did blow that. He blew that water boy.
Yo.
Okay, but the point, that's because he's tried to serve Gatorade. But the point I'm trying to make is I've got to give it to Jay on this one because he has faced a lot of adversity. He does go out there tonight. He, like Jay said, he may not make the team. I don't, but the fact of the matter is he still went out there and he did produce.
I won't take away from his passion. It was just funny because Rich started laughing. So, we all got to give each other shit. Come on, man. Jay,
that's what we do.
How many times on my show have you given me shit?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So come on, I'm coming back for you.
That's just
I'm
how it
sitting here
comes.
trying to figure out George's current
That's how it goes,
current
boys.
shot.
I went 4 weeks.
Are we looking up the side of a pack of water?
Well, really, it looks like we're the
you're
POV of Titanic about to hit the iceberg.
You're looking up a wall. You're looking up a wall.
Jay, with your permission, just give me the green light whenever you're ready for the song.
Just 1 second, and then I'm going right to you. You're exactly
Infinity,
right. So
please tune in.
That is the end of the Who's Got the Balls segment. As Johnny does with the Matrix, we will now unplug from the balls. So, moving on to the music at hand. Tim Dog, you go for it, bud.
All right.
Give us a little love for them.
Then we'll get out of here.
So I want to shout out Infinity and Soulmate, man. They were at training camp. They're great people. Man, these guys, Infinity and Soulmate, they were on the Mile High Outcasts. George has met them as well. They are just great people. They traveled all the way out from California just to be at training camp for 4 straight days. 4 straight days they went. And they're a wonderful couple, husband and wife, Infinity and Soulmate. I'm playing your song. I'm bringing it up right now.
I'm riding high, can't change this vibe. Sunset gold on the 4-wheel drive. Boots on the dash, heat in my melody. You can't fake this, it's that big Bronco energy. Yeah, pull up clean, paint shine like honey. Got that mud on my tires, and my fist still money. Big buckle, big rings, I'm still stunning. If you talk that talk, better keep that running. Southern draw with a city girl twit.
So that was just a preview of it. I didn't get the full song from them, but that's what they gave me. So it's like their newest drop. So the full song will come out here.
And you did send them my graphic I made of them, right?
I did make the Infinity and Soulmate. If you're out there, please let Johnny know. He's the one who made the graphic because they even asked me that in a text.
Because I want to see that. I want to see that on their first platinum album cover. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So they actually did, Johnny. They actually did ask me, like, who made that? And I was like, oh, this guy Johnny. I don't know who he is.
Oh yeah, this douchebag, right? Yeah.
No, but I did give you props. But that's the audio that they did send me, so it wasn't the full version. But you guys got a preview of it, and the Broncos hits because we already played another one like 2 weeks ago. So thank you, Jay, so much for letting us do that on your show, brother.
Absolutely, man. Let me.
Their stuff slaps, dude.
Yeah, very much so, dude. That was killer, very much so. Gentlemen, first night in the books. Pretty big stuff. Fantastic game. It's nice again. I've said this to multiple people. It is so much more fun doing this than in the time frame that we are in of having a Super Bowl contender and a really good team compared to the depths of misery that we were at, in franchise history not long ago.
Over the last decade?
Yeah.
So it was a full decade.
I continue to pinch myself just because we're very lucky. And, as a sports fan, you don't get many opportunities to, boast about your team the way we can about the Broncos going into this year. So
that's the first thing we agree about, Jay.
Yeah. Well, hey, we all everyone in Broncos country should.
I like you, Rich. I like you,
100%.
You're a good person, bro.
So I gotta give some props. I gotta give some props real quick, if I can, Jay.
Go
to the man sitting down below us there, Rich. First of all, Rich, most people don't know or don't remember. Rich and I used to be co-hosts on Broncos Talk with Adon back in the day. And Rich and I rarely ever agreed on anything, but I've always loved working with Rich. And good this people. Is quite, even though Rich's show Wild Wild West has gone live now 2 weeks in a row here on the Orange and Blue Network. This is kind of Rich's coming out party with Orange and Blue Network. You know, like his show's been on here, but this is the first time Rich has appeared with the other members of Orange and Blue Network, and you all get to see what I've always loved about Rich. He don't give a shit what anybody thinks about what he says. He also don't give a shit about how much
that
it
cocky
might
son of a
piss
bitch
you
is like,
off.
I'll go last. That's
But
my
Rich,
job.
Rich,
That's
that
what
is
I
exactly
do.
why we do what we do and what we're different, I feel like. Because I don't know, we're not offended
Much love,
by
Rich.
disagreeing and like,
hell no.
fighting. That's okay. Like, it's okay to disagree about things. We live in
About
such a
Col-
polarized
about
world.
It is.
About Coleman, yeah.
I need a safe space. I feel triggered.
It's more than okay. It's preferred. It's preferred if we
Amen.
disagree. Because if we all agreed,
What
we
makes
wouldn't
us
have a
different?
show.
It's true. It's true.
Yes.
Or not a good one anyway.
Well, yeah.
100%.
All right. Boys,
He's staying on with us.
let me hit this one more time. One more time, I'm gonna hit this.
Denver's gonna win it! Oh, baby, they're gonna win this thing! You can stand up and salute in Denver. The Broncos have done it!
Hey, 27-7. I mean, come on. Can you not, want more? Like this is
I
this
could have
is
been
a drug.
33.
Well,
My bad.
but this is a drug we want more of. Like, it's nice to have a good football team. It's nice to have positive vibes. It's nice to have a dub right out of the gate. It's nice to see that green one right up there. But, gentlemen, we'll do this again next week, next Friday, the next game. The game day
I'll
shows
be
are
at the
great,
game.
man. Ooh, snap! That's awesome, dude.
It's all right.
I
I'll
saw
be
Isaiah was at
marathoning
the game
again,
tonight.
I'm taking my daughters. I did it
Nice.
last year. I brought them to preseason. So
Sick,
taking
dude.
my
Hey,
daughters
George,
to the
give 'em-
game.
Give them love from us. All right.
Hell yeah,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
Good for you.
We'll jump on. We'll try to jump on the pregame. While we're down there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But-
Just to
but-
let you know, Libre won't be there. He'll be in Red Rocks at a concert, so you got to hit up the other tailgates.
Priorities, man.
Yeah. Where do you
shit.
think I got? Where do you think I got tickets from?
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Snap, crack, and pop there.
Hey, I hope my
You got
nieces
friends
have
in
a
low
great-
places.
I hope my nieces have a great time, man. That's awesome.
There you go. Crazy Ray Hass in here. W show, W game. Yeah, we got dubs all over. And take it from me, I'm a dub. I'm a weaver. So there you go. Yeah, we got dubs.
The Dream
We're on
Weaver,
brand all
the
around
Dream Weaver.
Dubs everywhere.
All right, folks. Let's get some mile high salutes. Johnny, do you want to do a mile high five? End your
I
marathon?
mean, I think the question is, does Rich want to do a mile high five?
Of course Rich does. Look at Rich's face.
Because
He's
Rich
born
remembers
to
the
do-
mile high fives.
He's
inception.
born to do a mile high five.
That's right.
born and
So,
bred.
guys, it's so easy, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get
stretch.
stretches in
Let
real
me
quick.
stretch.
Get those arms out as wide as you can, all right? And when I shout it, you clap as high above your head as you can. This is called the Mile High Five, born right here on this network. Here we go. Everybody get your arms out with me for a big Mile High Five.
Oh, my God. Just fantastic vibes.
We're so out of sync. We need to choreograph that much better.
Well, that's okay. Bandwidth is different everywhere. We're just, it's fine.
Hey, Jay, before we get out of here, did you know Jonah Coleman played today?
Are you? Yeah, dude, that was my outro. Thanks for stealing my thunder, Tim. Okay. Did you read my script?
Hey, no one needs to steal Thunder. Thunder retired, okay?
Look,
And you
Jay,
know what?
Jay, I wanted to apologize.
Thunder.
I hid Jonah Coleman's game ball on the top shelf, which he couldn't reach. So I'm sorry. It's just, it's an unfortunate scenario there.
I've got, there will be other platforms to boast about my man. The fan club will unite. So I'm not worried about it. It's all
Does
good in the
little
hood.
Debbie know that you're cheating on her with Jonah Coleman?
Dude, she's always there, all right? Like, you know, a couple doll hairs here and there. She's always in my life. She's in those cupboards. All right, cupboards are never bare.
I think I almost made George joke.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I almost made him joke.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm dying.
Tim disappeared
I'm actually dying, literally.
Dude,
Actively.
Cody Chappa coming in here, and let me just say, the Jonah Club does meet tonight at 2:30 Central Time, 3:30 a.m. Eastern Time. If you all want to come along, we're going to be talking Jonah all night long. So
I'm
come
going to
get
the
some.
rodeo tomorrow because I'm going to bed.
Come get some.
Jonah's vertical is much shorter than mine, and it is definitely not capable of reaching the top shelf of kitchen cabinets.
He can jump over a candlestick, all right, just like Jack.
Right.
All right.
Maybe
On that note, folks,
but can he jump over the candlestick?
Yeah, I'm leaving it at that. That's a mic drop moment, all right?
That's amazing.
For the Buck Your Feelings post-game show, folks, soak it in. We got dub vibes for the whole week, all right? And until Friday night, enjoy your feelings. Okay, bye, Broncos country.
Fuck your feelings.